All right, well, we made it to Minnesota State Mankato. We'll be meeting up with Jake and some of his buddies. We're gonna do a little scouting tonight just because we just wanna make sure the birds are still where they're at, and still we gotta get permission. It is tough to get permission around here, so these guys have been scouting a ton this weekend. Hopefully we can get something tonight and we can get something lined up for tomorrow morning.
All right, we're out here in a ripped cornfield. We have birds coming off the Minnesota River. Since it's all dirt, we thought about digging in this morning. Terrible idea. So now we're just having as low a profile as possible and just getting as much dirt around the blinds as we can.
Thank you, sir.
Daddies? Oh, they're on their way.
Where?
No.
He's fucking big. Well, that wraps up our first morning hunt here at MSU, but before we get into our evening hunt in the same video, I want to show you guys kind of an aerial view of what we were doing out in the field. As you can see, we kind of had like a bow tie formation, I'm going to call it. We were working with 5 dozen silhouettes, a dozen full bodies, and then another dozen full body mallards. The mallards we kind of just kept around the layout blinds right here where that waypoint's at, and then we had 3 mojos behind us as well, which we eventually pulled later in the morning. The wind was out of the northwest about 5-15 miles an hour. That was pretty consistent all morning. But then the roost was probably east, southeast from us. So the reason I wanted to show you guys how far we were off from the road was because there's some telephone poles going along the road here, and it crossed our mind that if we should be further back or not. But we kind of just stayed where the birds were the evening before, just because Rossi was saying that these birds were coming really low off the roost, and then they were just skimming over these telephone poles right here and then just dumping in this area. So we just stuck with that. But as you can see, not a lot of action this first morning. If you wait a little here coming up, these birds will start moving definitely in this evening. I also want to thank the company supporting Campus Waterfowl and allowing us to go meet these students at these various colleges. It's a lot of fun creating these videos for these guys, hearing their stories and everything. So I just want to give a big shout out to Ken Cartridge for hooking the students up with ammo, testing out their new Fasteel 2.0. Also to OnX, they've been a huge help giving these students membership so they can do some elite scouting before I even get there. So it helps them with the scouting efforts trying to find these places. And then to Eukanuba and Duke Cannon. So thank you to those guys. Without their support, we wouldn't be able to do this. Lastly, if this is a series that you guys enjoy watching, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help us out a lot, just because this is our first year doing this, and we hope to do this year after year. For the first year, obviously, we're kind of just staying in the Midwest, just because I'm in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and it's kind of just nice to stay close right now, given that it's our first year, kind of just testing things out, see if this is something you guys enjoy. But year after year, my goal is to definitely get out to the East Coast, West, go down South, really wherever you guys are at, there's a story to be told. So I want to hear how you guys hunt, show everyone how you guys hunt where you're at, show the tactics, the strategy that you guys are using where you're hunting. So there's a lot to be told, even the stories behind what year you are at college, freshmen to senior year. There's a big difference there between how you approach the hunting season. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, even share it with your friends. It really does help us a lot. So thank you, and I hope you enjoy the evening hunt.
Wait, is Damon actually coming?
Yeah.
No way, are you serious? No. I was like, holy shit. What's up? What's up? Yeah, I'm sure that's a good shot right there. Rocky Mountain oysters.
We're right now going out to hunt the same field we hunted this morning, and we have a little surprise for Derek. We got tickets to the hockey game for tonight.
Is this old minivan gonna make it?
Hope so. Jesus. I hope so.
That's not what we want to see.
What the hell?
So they picked this field the last 2 nights. Get these three, get these four. Get these four. Yep. I smoked that little.
I should really put more.
You're the one with the clip one. If they swing over, should we shoot them?
No. You don't want to shoot these ones right here? I don't know. Actually,
Hit.
they're high. What do you want? Safety's down. I know, it's thick.
That thing is
I thought we hit more than one, I'll be honest with you. But I can see where
Holy Christ.
yeah. Pretty fucking big.
Nice geese.
He's
He's already stiff.
He's doing these, yeah. So yeah, what's the deal here? I'm not sure what's going on.
You think there's just so many different groups where flying around that they were just pulling one another?
That
It
one
was so weird.
that came back this way, they would have done it, but that big group influenced them to
Like
go that way.
even back here, like this group was
Yeah.
was low, and then this one was going back this way, and then these were coming here, and then they just
Well,
ran into
I mean,
each
there
other.
was live birds in the field right over there, and they still came here.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like we were really even competing against live birds, until that group for some reason went down back there. It doesn't help that the wind
just died.
just completely turned off.
Guess it's time to pack her up. This thing's like a child.
It's a big child.
That is a big child.
So we're out here, Mankato, St. Peter area. We didn't have the most exciting shooting-wise hunt. We probably had 500 to 600 birds working around us right at the end of shooting light. Couple dumped in a different field, couple dumped in behind us. We did have one group come in. We ended up knocking one out, but it was I just overall think it was really fun just to watch all the birds work, watch them circle a few times, just see how they interact. I mean, everything's a learning situation. So I guess we'll know for next time what we're gonna do.
At the game, still can't get that next field for the morning. I hope so. Well, that's a wrap for this video at MSU, but before you head out, you guys got an idea of what we had. You saw how the birds were working this evening. So if there's something in here that you don't agree with or you would have done differently, make sure to comment below, because as hunters, obviously none of us are going to know everything when it comes to waterfowl hunting, but what we can do is help one another improve on what we all love. So comment below if you have any suggestions. Thank you for watching this video, and we look forward to sharing the next one with you.